Here is how to make the different kinds of seventh chords. We're going to start with your understanding that it's based on, or seventh chords are based on a triad. So you've got your major based seventh chords, your minor based seventh chords, and your diminished based seventh chords. You actually, if you want to really stretch out, you can have some augmented based seventh chords. But that's outside the scope of theory too, even though I'll throw them at you and you can see if it sticks. Okay, so we've got two major based seventh chords. We've got your major triad, and then you add a major seventh on top. So that is called a major seventh chord, or in classical parlance, we call that a major seventh chord, because it's a major triad with a major seventh from the root to the seventh. Then we've got the major triad with a minor seventh up top. So in classical terms, we call that a major minor seventh chord, a major minor seventh chord, or a dominant seventh chord. Okay, so we've got major seventh chord, or major seventh chord. And we've got major minor seventh chord, or dominant seventh chord. Now we also can make a major seventh, a seventh chord based on a minor triad. So we've got our minor triad, and we can add the minor seventh chord up here. So we've got, it's called a minor seventh chord, and we can also call it in classical terms a minor seventh chord. Now we could also have a minor major seventh chord, which we love the minor major seventh chord because it's the Agent P chord, or the spy chord. But we're not going to see that in common practice music, sorry to say. Okay, now we've got two diminished style chords. We've got the half diminished chord, which is a diminished triad, and a minor seventh chord, which would be called a diminished minor seventh chord. And then we've got the fully diminished seventh chord, which is the diminished. So what's the interval from C to, what's this? What's this note? That is not an A. This is a B double flat, because it's a diminished seventh from C to B double flat. So hold on to your hats, folks, when you get to your fully diminished seventh chords. Now, just for fun, you can have an augmented triad with a major seventh up top, which is the augmented major seventh. You won't see this in the textbook, but it's sure nice to have. And in jazz world, we call this a major 7 sharp 5. But all you really need to worry about for this class is major seventh, or major seventh chord, major minor seventh, also called the dominant seventh chord, the minor seventh chord, aka the minor seventh chord, and then the diminished minor seventh chord, which we like to call the half diminished seventh chord, and then the diminished, or the fully diminished seventh chord. Those are the ones we're talking about. Major seventh, dominant seventh, minor seventh, half diminished seventh, fully diminished seventh. I love these flavors. Have fun.